My name is Alexa Martin, and today I'm going to be teaching you some tips and tricks on how to become a better soccer player. And the first drill we're going to focus on is dribbling. So the first drill we're going to work on is just going through the cones, and to start off you're going to be able to use either foot to go through the cones, and you're just easily going to go in and out of the cones. Once you get to the last cone, you are just going to dribble down back to the beginning, and then the next person in line is going to go. Alright, so Justin here is going to dribble through the cones using either foot, and once he gets to the end, he's going to turn around and come back, and then Mitch is going to go. He's going to use either foot, going as slow as he can while being able to maintain the ball so it does not get too far out in front of him. We're going to go through it twice each. And you see Mitch there got a little bit too ahead of himself, so he wasn't able to go through the cone all the way because the ball got too far ahead of him. So now we are going to focus on using only our right foot. This will help us just be able to be more comfortable using both feet on the soccer field. So then once we go through right foot, then we're going to go through that twice each. We can just do one though, just for demonstration. You want to keep it very close to you so that you do not skip any cones, and then you're going to, once you get to the end, again, you're going to come back to the end of the line. You can use either the inside of your foot or the outside of your foot, whatever is easier, any surface of your foot. Now that we went through with our right foot, now we're going to go with our left foot. Usually left-footed people in soccer, the right foot is usually their dominant foot, so the left foot is a little bit trickier, but we're going to see how we do. And once you get comfortable with it, we're going to start to run and dribble through the cones, and that will become more difficult, and you'll need to control the ball a little bit more. Okay, now that we've walked through the drill, now we're going to try to pick it up a little bit, and we're going to start jogging. You can use either foot that you will like. Once you get to the end, again, you're going to come back and go again. So Justin has actually better movement now that he's jogging, and he's able to control the ball a little bit better. And Mitch is just still working on it.
It is always a very good idea to have a competition after learning a new skill. It helps the learner understand the drill from a higher intensity, as well as being able to compete with those around them. Competing will usually help one focus on what they are doing so that they can win the task at hand. Now I'm going to go over a little competition and how you can incorporate that just in as simple as a drill as dribbling.
Okay, to make this drill more advanced, you can actually race each other, but the key is if you're using only your right foot and you use your left foot, then you're disqualified. So we're going to go through with only using our right foot first, and if you use your left foot at all, you are disqualified. So you got to start behind the blue cone, and you have to dribble down as far as you can, and then the first person to get back to the front of the line is going to be the winner. So this makes the drill more advanced, and it makes people want to compete better. And in return to competing faster, then they actually need to make sure that they are controlling the ball better. So, on your marks, get set, go. And you have to come back. And it looks like we have our winner. The second drill that we're going to focus on is called juggling. Juggling in soccer is different than the common juggling. Juggling in soccer, you either use your knees or your feet. So if you actually are using your foot, you're going to use the top of your foot where your laces are, and you're going to kick it and catch it. That would be one juggle. Otherwise, you can use one knee, and that counts as one juggle as well. You could also use your head or your shoulders, any other body part except for your hands. Okay, so an advanced mode of juggling is actually to get in a group, and it's called the numbers game. What you're going to do is the first person is going to start out with one juggle, the second person is going to do two, and then it's going to go 3, 4, and it's going to keep going up until the one person is unable to do the juggle attempt, and then as long as the other person can perform that, then they are the winner. So here we have Mitch and Justin, and they're going to demonstrate how to do juggling, the numbers game. So Mitch, so that's 1, Justin's going to do 2, and you actually need to catch it at the end of your attempt, otherwise it doesn't count. And it's usually easier to use your thighs when you are juggling because you just have more control over the ball. But if you use your feet, you want to use the laces as much as you can and try to pop it up. You can add 2 times. And that is the end of our numbers game. Mitch was actually our winner this time. So we are 1 for 1 in the competition. Playing soccer is actually very important because it helps you just control the ball and just getting comfortable around the ball. And also, like, if you're trying to fake out your defender, you can kick the ball over their head, like juggling it, and then you would be able to advance faster because you would have beat your player just by 1 pass over their head.
Again, having a competition like the juggling game or the numbers game will help the learner understand that when they juggle with their friends, it's just a more fun and better way to teach the skill rather than just having them the players stand there juggling by themselves the entire time. It is okay to begin with juggling by yourself, but as the drill progresses, it is a good idea to bring out some competition. The next and final drill that we are going to talk about is passing.
Okay, the third and last drill we're going to do is a passing drill. How you're going to set up this drill is you're going to have 3 cones. You're going to make a triangle out of them. So you're going to have a top one, 2 outside ones, and you need 2 people for it. So then the top person is going to be at the top with the ball, and then the second person, or me, is going to be on the 2 cones, and I'm the person working and he's the person passing. So he's going to pass it to me. I'm going to take a touch, play it back, come over to the next one as fast as I can, take a touch, play it back, and keep going back and forth, and just progressively get faster at it, and hit the ball with more pace so that your opponent, it's more unlikely for your opponent to be able to take it away from you.
That first drill was focusing on 2 touches. 2 touches is necessary as long as you do not have a defender coming at you very fast. If you have time, that is when you want to take 2 touches. But as you will see in the next part of this drill, we are going to progress to a 1 touch. And 1 touch is when you're only touching the ball 1 time. And this is when you need to play the ball quickly and with a faster pace.
Okay, this time Justin is going to pass me the ball, and I'm only going to have 1 touch. Unlike last time I was doing 2 touches and then passing it back to him, I'm only going to do 1 touch back to him, so he's going to play it, and I have 1 touch to play back. And then the next cone, 1 touch. You can take 2 touches if you would like. Don't use your hands in soccer though. Again, progressively getting faster as I'm getting more comfortable with it. And then we're going to switch. So Justin is going to be the worker and I'm going to be the passer. This is for him to get the reps as well as me. So he's going to do 2 touches first. Play it back to me. 2 touches. Now that Justin has that down, now we're going to advance to 1 touch. So I'm going to play it to him. He's going to play it back in 1 touch. Go to the next cone. Play it back. Go to the next cone. Okay, so the last advancement that we're going to do for this drill is he's going to play it to me. I'm going to take a touch over my body on the outside of the cone, play it back. He's going to play it back here again. I'm going to take a touch away from my body on the other side of the cone. Again, we're going to switch roles, so Justin is going to do the same thing. He's going to play it across his body, play it back. Across his body, play it back. Across his body, and play it back. Very good.
Again, passing in soccer is very important and can distinguish you from a good player to a great player. As long as you are able to pass, you are 1 up from your opponent. You need to try and pass around the other team in order for you to reach your main goal, which is to score goals. The team that usually has the most pass accuracy will usually be the team to win the game.
Okay, so making sure you have a proper warm-up and a proper cool-down before practice is very important. Before practice, you want to make sure that you're having a dynamic stretch, so you are doing movements with your stretches, and then after practice, you can do a static stretching to cool down the muscles and make sure that...
I hope that you got a lot out of these drills that I did, such as dribbling through the cones and the different progressions that we went through, juggling and the techniques that are associated with juggling, as well as passing and the importance of passing in soccer. Never forget how important it is that when you are going into coaching with beginners, keep an open mind. They are learning too, and sometimes this can be a big challenge for them and be very difficult. It is important to keep a positive and uplifting attitude as they can struggle as they're beginning to learn. Be there for them when they succeed, and don't forget to let them know the things that they are doing right. Sometimes they don't need to hear all the negativity, and you don't always need to be there to tell them when they are doing something wrong. Be there to guide them and help them to become better soccer players.